Hi folks, this is the MWIS Fleeting View looking at the weekend and next week. Still a rather changeable story coming in from the Atlantic. Low pressure is nearby. It'll be rather windy with some rain and some showers in the weekend forecast again, and temperatures nothing too special. Looking a bit better for Monday, but there's still a rather mixed story onwards into next week. Saturday's chart has low pressure centred toward the northwest of Scotland. That will be driving in frequent showery rain, some heavier bursts at times into the west and northwest Highlands. One or two scattered heavy showers for central eastern Scotland, northern England and Wales in the morning, associated with a front just clearing eastwards. Then an improving story across West Wales, northwest England and across central parts of Scotland into the afternoon. A few showers though will feed back into central Scotland from the west as time goes on. Wind speeds then strong up to gale force across the higher Scottish mountains, especially in the north and the west. Less windy for England and Wales. Blustery day for many places on Sunday. Strongest winds from southern Scotland southwards, gale force across the tops in England and Wales. We have another frontal system coming in from the Atlantic, so some rain, some showers and some steadier, heavier rainfall possibly across southwest Scotland, running into the Lake District as well during Sunday afternoon. Some steady rain and drizzle for Wales as well. Driest conditions in the morning toward the eastern side of the Pennines and more east and northeastern parts of the Highlands escaping with some drier conditions as well, with the highest of the cloud bases north of the Cairngorms. Western parts of the Highlands rather stuck with low cloud much of the day. Monday is a better day for many places, lower wind speeds overall, still breezy across the higher tops though, which will make it feel rather cool. Temperatures just a shade up on previous days. Some low cloud across western hills, still rather stubborn, enough to produce maybe one or two patches of drizzly rain locally, but not amounting to a great deal. And that cloud, if anything, will tend to lift and break through the daytime, with some breaks best typically toward the northeast of major hill groups. Western coastal hills may just struggle still with banks of cloud on the tops much of the day. We've got the next frontal system over the Atlantic, which will start to make inroads later on, and strengthening winds and rain will arrive into Monday night from the west. By Tuesday then, a frontal system will be draped across the country once again, with some rain having moved through overnight, accompanied by gale force winds widely over the Scottish mountains. Those speeds will tend to come down during the daytime. The legacy of some rain and drizzle is still likely to be around, most persistent central and southern Scotland, with some patchy rain and drizzle also up the west coast towards Skye, drier further north and east across the Highlands. And that front that's draped down through the Irish Sea could bring some rain to western parts of England and Wales as well, but uncertainty how far that front will make progress. It could just stay further west, but there is the risk of some heavy rain running into the lakes and into West Wales as well. Strong to gale force south to southwesterly winds across the hills here much of the day. Quite difficult to get detail out of the rest of the week, but the indications of some improvement are still in the forecast. Low pressure is suggested to be out to the west over the Atlantic, higher pressure nearby just to the east, focused maybe around Scandinavia. The general airflow coming up from the south at least offering some warmer temperatures as the week goes on. Those areas of low pressure to the west could just start to break apart and become slower moving, and if they do, then higher pressure will have a chance to build in further and some drier conditions will emerge, but the risk for a few more days, at least through midweek, of some rain or some showers, particularly in more western regions. Overall, the suggestions are looking more favourable though as we just start September, with the orange colours expanding more across this map, which suggests higher than average pressure, and any low pressure systems looking fairly weak. So an improved story as we go into the start of September for drier and also some warmer conditions for a while. Further onwards, a bit sketchy with details, but those highs just start to break apart, and the suggestion is by the time we go towards mid-September, we could just go back to square one with a more changeable Atlantic weather regime coming in from the southwest. You can check all your local details for 3 days ahead on our website, but that is your fleeting view. Thanks for watching.